Welcome to USA Global TV and Radio, where our mission is to provide education, entertainment, hope, and inspiration. USA Global TV and Radio connects you with experts and audiences all around the world every single day to help you succeed in business and to live a richer life. Visit us at usaglobaltv.com to learn about career and life-changing training and mentoring programs like the Listening Mentor. Subscribe to our newsletter to stay informed about our special programs and offers. Discover how you can become a guest on one of our shows or a host or producer of a USA Global TV and Radio show of your very own. That's USA Global TV and Radio, where the doctor is always in.
Hello and welcome. It's your healthy lifestyle here on USA Global TV and Radio. Our topic today is healthy, happy kids. I'm Dr. JACALYN KERBECK, and I'm really honored and pleased to be able to share this space with my partner and friend who is, as you know, driving in his motorhome throughout Europe. I think it's been just about a year or more. Let's bring him out and find out how he's staying healthy, happy, and fit. Welcome, Roland Friedl.
Hi, Dr. JACALYN. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, thanks. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. I'm a beautiful space here in North Spain, in Asturias on the coast, in a small fisher village. Had an amazing fresh lunch from the sea. I'm good. Yeah.
Oh, that's exciting. Tell us what you had.
Oh, I had some I don't know in English. Here they call it samburia. They're very famous mussels, you know. The large ones are, I don't know how to call them in English, I'm sorry for that, but they're very famous here. And then I had some squids. You call them squids, the calamari, the small one from the grill.
Yes.
They are really nice. And a small glass of red wine.
Now, did you actually did you actually go and fish to get these items, or you went somewhere and
no, actually, this is a very small fish village, and it's a rough coast, so the houses are a mountain hill, and you're not allowed to go in with the car. Only a few residential go in, so there's a parking lot outside. You walk into it. It's really nice and small. And I was walking around, made some pictures, and then I went to in a butcher shop to get a bone for my dog. And they get it for free, and we had a conversation about dogs because he has Bernardiner, so we had a nice conversation, nice guy. And then I asked him, can you recommend you a nice restaurant where you get a good food for a reasonable price? And he said, go there and tell them I recommend you. So I went there, really amazing food. It was really nice. Yeah.
That's the best way when you have a local give you recommendation. I love that.
Yeah, normally I ask truck drivers. You know, truck drivers always know where you get a good food.
Yeah, that's true, because they spend most of their life on the road.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
So,
yeah, because
Roland,
I'm not into fancy restaurants. You know, I love real, good, authentic local food. That's what I'm looking for.
I think that makes a lot of sense, and then you know exactly what you're getting, and it's not filled with a lot of heavy sauces and things that just take the calorie intake right up.
Absolutely.
So what I wanted to share with you, just a little bit of what I've been doing in terms of eating. I was really, really good last week. And then I went on a business trip, and I went on Saturday, actually. Friday night, I was really good. And Saturday, I was really good with what I ate. And then I was with some people, and I thought, I'm going to have a glass of wine. And then I ended up having 2 glasses of wine. I was just so mad at myself because I really didn't need to do that. And then the next day, I kind of was like hating myself all the time. And I feel like this is a pattern of behavior that we do as people, whether it's chocolate, whatever it is that we go to. And then we have it, and then we're mad at ourselves. Do you ever experience this? No.
No, absolutely. Sure, absolutely. I have also these days, you know, where I drink a little bit more than one glass of wine, or I actually a few days ago, because I had really had some really challenges, you know. But even when you're on the road, I'm very happy for them. I was posting today, gracias por la vida, thanks to the life. I'm really happy what I'm doing. But sometimes, you know, there are days we have a bad mood. I'm not feeling good. It's normal, you know. Life is just a roller coaster. It's not always sunshine. And I was in a bad mood, and I said, what I'm doing. So I went for chocolate. So I bought some chocolate and I tried the chocolate. But then I couldn't sleep because I had this sugar flash. And I said, damn, Roland, what do you do? But anyway, I think when we do things that we go for a glass of wine or a chocolate or an ice cream, I think it's about enjoying it and said, oh, yeah, it's okay. And then the next day I continue my healthy diet. Why not? Why not?
Yeah, it's true. And I know we're getting to our topic, which is talking about kids. I think one thing that I'm still struggling with is that part of why I have the goals that I have, because I want to, for example, I want to have a six pack, right? I want to have a six pack here. I've never had it. I'm going to be 60. And is it even possible to get it? I don't know. And then if I get it, what's going to happen when I have it? Nothing. They're not coming with a trophy. Congratulations on the six pack. So why is it that we have, and I don't know if I'm the only person or not, but setting goals that really seem like they're meant to destroy, like it's not possible.
You know, I always went for a six pack and I trained hard, but I didn't make it because I always tried to eat some good stuff and so. And one of my personal trainers told me, Roland, you don't have to eat this, get rid of this. And I said, wow, that's just a huge price to pay for a six pack. And you know what? That changed my life. A few years ago, I was trying my car. I will never forget it. I was in Germany on a business trip, and there was an interview with Hugh Jackman, you know, this Australian actor.
Yeah, definitely.
And he was in Munich at the time promoting a movie, and I was just listening on the radio interview. And this young guy was driving around with him, and they did the interview driving an old timer. And this young guy asked me, Huge, you're very famous, all the money and all the fame. What do you miss in your life? And he said, you know what, man? I pay a high price. I didn't have a pizza. I miss the lasagna. I miss bread. I miss beer. I didn't have it for 30 years.
Wow.
So no carbs, no beer, no lasagna, no pizza, no bread at all for 30 years to be in that shape. And I thought myself, no, thank you. No.
So, but here's the thing. It's a trade-off. He's a very handsome man, right? He's got a great figure, and I'm sure he's got a lot of wonderful people in his life and materialistic things and all the success. Can that be a substitute for the pleasure things that we gravitate towards?
I mean, when your passion is make good movies and entertain people, and that's your main passion, of course, I mean, you always have to pay the price. That doesn't matter what it is, you know. You always have to pay the price. Doesn't matter which part of your life you want to succeed. It's when you want to be an actor like that and look good. Of course, you have to work out every day. You have to quit a lot or get rid of a lot of food in your diet. Yeah, but when your passion is being a successful action hero, of course, you pay the price. Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't get paid for it, so
you know what? That's a good point.
In a shirt, so anyway.
You know, that's a really good point. If we got paid to have a six-pack stomach and that was really dependent on the work product and us getting future work, but with what you're doing, what I'm doing, no one's paying us to get a six-pack.
You know, I remember many years ago, I was playing golf, I don't know, 5 times a week. So I spent a hell of time on the golf course. I had some years where really, my company was running very well, and I really was playing golf like crazy. And I convinced a very good friend of mine. He's a very famous writer. He sold millions of books, and he started playing golf with me. And every Wednesday morning, we went on the golf course, and afterwards lunch. And he was playing not that good on the day, and he was always complaining. And I said, you know what, Volker? We are just here for fun. Otherwise, we're sitting in the office, and luckily we don't have to make our living out of playing golf. So just enjoy it. Just enjoy it.
You know what, Roland? That's really a profound statement, because some people, when they play golf or they play tennis or whatever the competitive sport is, they lose track of that this is not your full-time thing. This is the relaxation part of the 3 pillars.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay. So clearly I have some issues. I'm not saying that you do, but I definitely do. Let's talk about kids. Let's talk about children so that they can get on the right track and they don't have to be decades later trying to figure things out. I want to start off with the picture that we have behind us, and what's drawing me to it, and I'm wondering if this can be something instilled in children, is the beautiful colors of the fruit and vegetables behind us and the salmon behind us. it's so enticing to me that I feel like, why aren't I eating more of these on a regular basis?
Well, actually, it's it's actually when you're very busy, you're in the treadmill, you don't think about it. Actually, I was posting today in my story on Facebook, eat less out of the box, eat more from the earth. Um, well, it's it's a question of choices, and somewhere it's really different, especially when you live in a city and you're in this treadmill. You just rush to a supermarket or get or a takeaway and get something. It's not always easy. But if you have the time and choice, of course we'd go for the better. And we're talking about kids. I know it from many families that told me then when you offer it to your kids, they always go for the healthy stuff. It's really amazing. I have 3 boys, man. They're grown up now, but when they have them smaller, uh, actually when there's, for example, they're sitting in front of a TV set and watching some video or something like that, we always offered them fruits and vegetables. Just we cut it, we decorate it nicely. They always have been eating it. It was a natural behaving. And of course, if you don't give them, if you give them the chocolate, eat the chocolate. But if you take away the chocolate and give this to them, they eat it. They love it. Kids love it. They just love it.
And I agree with you. And I think also, from what I've heard from people who do this, dogs love organic, natural food as well.
Well, depending, I mean, the Labrador eats everything. But really, my dog, she gets only the best meat every day. But the cat, actually, she doesn't touch anything.
Does she fish?
The cat eats fish, but only fresh. Fresh. And I remember I have very good friends in Mallorca, very good friends. They have 5 dogs and 4 horses and a cat, and they are vegan. They are vegans. Very strict vegans, and the dogs are vegans, the poor ones. But the cat said no, no. I'm sorry, the cat is still only non-vegan.
So the dog and cat are never fighting over food then?
No.
How are they holding up for all the travels that you've been doing?
The kids? Or do
The
you mean
cat, yeah, they enjoy it?
Yeah, absolutely. Because we do a lot of walks. Actually, the dog is happy mostly because we traveled around Spain and Portugal the last 6 months, so a lot of beach walks and also the mountains. There's a lot of nature there, so she gets a lot of walks. She loves it, really loves it. We meet many other dogs. She's just lying behind my feet. And actually the cat too. Yeah, the cat. I don't know. The cat was now in 9 countries or something like that. The traveling cat.
You and the
And he's
pet should
older
have a
dog.
travel show, I think.
I was thinking about doing something about for the dog and the cat. Yeah, it would be fun. Yeah, absolutely.
It
Or
would
riding
be
a block
fun.
or something like that. Yeah, but let's
Definitely.
go to the kids. Kids are. I love kids. I have 3 boys, and it is so important. As a parent to become a role model. And I prepared a presentation, but before I want to bring up the presentation, we did the show. The 3 pillars of health when we talked about fitness, when we talked about nutrition, when we talked about relaxing. It's the same for kids. It's the same for kids. They need the same there. And I just repeat it shortly. It's so important as a parent, especially when you're very busy, that you motivate the whole family, and even it's only on the weekends, to be more active. So fitness is also very important for healthy kids, or working out, or being in nature, be as much in fresh air, work out, do hiking tours, go running. I know as a dad, the boys always love to do sports with me. We have been horse riding, we've been playing golf, we have been karate and judo, stuff like that. We always did some stuff. It's also important that the whole family is motivated to be more active. I think that's one of the most important things. Then relaxation, I would call it for the kids' sleep. It's also important that kids learn good sleeping habits. Really good sleep habits is so good, and it's also important for the health. So when they grow, they need a lot of sleep, and meaning that please, for your kids, before they go to bed, no sweets, no soft drinks, no sugar, because with the sugar intake, it's difficult to calm down. It's also important, no sugar in the evening. No sweets at all, no soft drinks, and try to avoid an hour before they go to sleep, or at least half an hour, this blue light, meaning no tablets, no smartphones, no computer, watching movies or playing stuff like that. They need at least half an hour to get down from this blue light, and prepare them a cool not a cold, but a cool and dark room for sleeping. So it's important. So sleep is very important for kids. And then hydration, of course, drinking a lot, especially kids. I know for one of my sons, it was always a challenge to get him to drink something. Water. No soft drinks, water and herbal teas, a lot of water. So hydration is very, very important for the body and mind. And of course, nutrition. A balanced diet is very, very important, but we go deeper in the presentation.
Fantastic. Right. Should we bring the presentation up?
Yeah, please. Let's start.
Okay, let's take a look at the deck.
So, Dr. Jacalyn, ladies and gentlemen, I want to focus a little bit on a study I joined with my kids almost over 20 years ago. We get the opportunity to be participants in a study. It's called the Children Health Foundation. It's a private study, and it's more than 1.5 millions of 1.5 families. So millions of people are in. So 1.5 million families. So it's a lot of people are in over 20 years in the study. And I joined this because when I heard of it, I said, hey, that's just an amazing program. It's about getting more healthy nutrition into a daily diet, because especially with kids, sometimes it's really not easy. And understand parents. I mean, actually nowadays, there are a lot of these fast food restaurants and friends do birthday parties in a fast food restaurant. They see a lot of commercials. There's sugar everywhere. So I know it's difficult to get a good nutrition into kids, but it's possible. And maybe we bring up this presentation, and it's all about inspiring healthy living around the world. That's one of my vision, is really inspire people for healthy lives. It's not about don't do this, don't do that. As we had the conversation before, Dr. Jacalyn, sometimes we enjoy a chocolate or 1 or 2 glasses of wine or an ice cream, whatever. Why not enjoy it? Yeah, and get whatever it is, and then I said, okay, and next day I go back. No regrets, and no, don't feeling guilty. Yeah, it's just enjoying life, but it's not about every day. It's not about every day. That's the point. It's the dose that makes it out. So it's about inspiring healthy lifestyle, and this means that we, that's what we do, inspiring healthy people, and that's what we want to do here on this show too. And it starts with kids, and I believe it can't be too early to teach children. And not only to teach children, to show them as a role model about how good it is to have a healthy lifestyle, to be, as I said at the beginning, to be active, doing some sport. That's what I always started with my kids. I always told my kids, I don't care about your marks in school. You don't study for me, it's for you. But what I want you to do is learn languages. That's what I love. All my kids speak 4 languages. So languages, that's important for me. So you're open, you can travel, communicate, because communication is so important. And the second thing is, I want you that you pick up some sports. That's what I want you.
Mm-hmm.
Be active, whatever it is. So we did horseback riding, we played golf, we did a lot of hiking tours, we made karate, judos, different stuff. So be active. Because I found out when kids are active, they're not so interested in garbage and sugar stuff. So I don't know why. It's a combination. I see it by myself. When I go to the gym and I work out hard and I sweat, I don't want a chocolate afterwards or a burger. I go for a salad or some protein, some chicken breast and some broccoli, stuff like that. And that's the same with the kids. So and then, but it's always difficult. They have kids in kindergarten. Their friends say, "Yeah, we do a party at this big M or stuff like that." It's not easy. There's always a lot of distraction. And so they came out with the study, and I really was absolutely into it, because I said it's something that is simple, something that is authentic. It's high in quality. That's very, very important. That it's high in quality. It's about a permanence. It's not about doing how to call it, a rush diet for a weekend or a month or something like that. It's just really permanent, meaning going on a really healthy lifestyle. That's what it is about. And there also is a community with other parents that you can share your experience when you've asked questions. So I think community, peer groups is very, very important, that you get support from other parents. Also have kids maybe the same age and same issues. So there's a community, and it's approachability. So that's the guiding, how to call it, the guiding principles, more or less. And actually, we had this show before 2 weeks ago. The best is is nutrition that is very, very close to fruits and vegetables. Yeah, whatever diet we prefer, vegetarian, vegan, whatever we eat, omnivore, whatever we eat, but try to have a lot of fruits and vegetables in. But most people don't do for some reason. And the question is, should I supplement with artificial stuff from the pharmaceutical industry, or should I go natural? And the problem with when you go with high dosage of isolated minerals and vitamins is it's sometimes it's only a few, maybe it's a single substance and only a few substances mixed. Then the question is, what's the perfect dosage? Is it really working in the human body? Meaning, is it really bioavailability? Meaning, when you take it and you measure it in your cells, is it really there where it has to be? Or you're just producing a very, maybe sometimes toxic, but at least a very expensive urine. And I believe that the best thing is fruits and vegetables. So I found this company, this Juice Plus products, and they offer 30. You can imagine every day your kids and yourself get 30 different fruits and vegetables every single day in your body, every day, not just on the weekend when you have time to produce a nice fruit salad or a juicy. Every day, the ingredients, meaning the vitamins, the minerals, but these thousands and thousands of phytochemicals every single day.
Roland, can I mention something?
Please.
Yeah. So, I started on Juice Plus supplements. It's been over a month now. One of the things I like about it best is when I open up those containers, that's the real smell of fruits and vegetables. It's so authentic and pure. It hasn't been made in a factory somewhere, and it's just that freshness. And I my nails are like daggers now, and my hairline, all this hair is coming in, and I know it's because of these supplements.
Absolutely. Even when not when you open the container, but when you open the capsule, that's what I sometimes do is I open the green ones, the wedges. I open the capsule, the powder on the table, and I said to people, let's try it. And I tried it. I said, how do it smell? Taste? Yeah, it tastes like garlic, like broccoli. Yeah, it's real wedges. Nothing artificial. It doesn't smell badly. It smells good, and it tastes like vegetables. Yeah, absolutely. And I remember years ago when I visited the company. There are two production places. They have one in the US, in close to San Diego, in San Marcos. There's a production company, and there's another one in Switzerland. But they produce the fruits and vegetables worldwide in different areas. For example, the berries in Scandinavia, because they grow best, and so in different areas in the world they grow it, non-GMO. But they produce the capsule in two different places. So for the European market and the Far East, they produce it in Switzerland, and for the US and the rest of the world, they produce it in San Diego. And I visited this company because I got the opportunity. I was invited to see this company years ago with my ex-wife. And you know what? We didn't see much because it's a lot of machines of theirs, but it was smelling like you go on a fruit market. It was smelling. And I was many times in Switzerland because I have a lot of clients with my company. And there are a lot of, especially in Basel, where all these huge pharmaceutical companies are based. I don't want to name them. It stinks. It doesn't smell good. It stinks. But I went to this company and I said, well, it smells like in a fruit market. Yeah, it's just fruits and vegetables. I can absolutely relate what you say. When you open the container, it really tastes good. And I have the same experience with my nails. I always had these white dots on my nails. Never again since 29 years. I'm taking the product since 29 years. My hair, when it's gray, but it's still there. It's full. My beard is growing very fast. So, and I feel just good. Yeah, I feel just good. And my kids too.
You've got a good energy to you as well.
Absolutely. So this Juice Plus actually contains the best 30 fruits, vegetables, and berries every day. Yeah, that is the amazing. You get it every day. Yeah, and it's really a natural product. So what they do is, just to explain it shortly, they grow it in different parts of the world. Non-GMO, no herbicides, no pesticides. They guarantee it's 99.99% herbicides and pesticide free. You cannot protect against the acid rain, but if they don't use any herbicide and pesticide, they harvest it on the highest point. They juice it. And then they bring the sugar and the water out, and what's left is the powder in a capsule. You swallow this capsule with a lot of water, and you have the intake of fresh juice of 30 different fruits, vegetables, and berries. That's shortly explained. So let's go to the family. And And of course, it's gluten-free. It's no artificial stuff. It's non-GMO. But you can read this all. You can send you all this information. That's no. But as I said in the beginning, it's never too early to start being happy as a kid in the family. And I know as a family, I grew up 3 boys. It's not always easy, and it's also, to be honest, it's also it's costable. Good quality food costs money. When you buy organic, it costs money for sure. No doubt that. And that's really what I love in this company when they started over 20 years bringing in this children's health study. It's the largest study in the world with families, as I said, 1.5 million families in different countries in the world. My kids have been there also, and I will explain it how it works. So the reason, just shortly, is that most kids, especially in the Western world, they're obese. They don't eat properly. There's a lot of junk food on the market, or a lot of takeaway stuff. Both parents are working. Nobody has time to cook fresh. Like, my time, and my grandma was there for preparing stuff. Or we have a lot of single moms who are working, don't have time to buy the stuff and prepare the stuff. I understand all this. It's really difficult. That's why I say I feel very privileged with my lifestyle that I can afford and have the time to really get fresh stuff. And I know for most people, it's not possible. I understand this fully. So there's no say, okay, it's your fault. It's difficult, yeah. And most people and most kids don't get any support on this. So that's the company started on that.
So I can just interject.
Sorry.
Yeah, just a comment. So I know that we should get as many fruits and vegetables and omega-3, et cetera, that we possibly can from food itself. But you just listed a whole bunch of scenarios where that might not be possible, whether it's from a time perspective, whether it's from a financial perspective. And so I feel, and correct me if I'm wrong, I feel that whether or not you have the means and the time to get the fresh fruits and vegetables yourself, or you don't, you still need to supplement.
Absolutely. I met a lot of nutrition coaches and nutrition specialists, and they tell me, and I always want to tell you what's going on with the clients. Yeah, mostly it's a female topic. So a lot of women come to these consultations, and they are excited about bringing more fruits and vegetables, bringing more herbs and stuff into the nutrition. Yes, they do. But at the end, the result is they do it they come back to the families, to the husband and their kids, and they say, yeah, we do this and this and this. They're very excited. Maybe they buy some slow juicer or whatever they need and buy organic stuff. But after a while, they give it up because the kids they don't like it. The man says, no, I want my steak, my beer. It's not accepted, and then it's really expensive. You have to buy it every day, fresh and organic. Maybe you have a juicer, you juice it for a smoothie it whenever you do it, and you have to clean the machine. And I did it myself. We did it myself in the beginning, and we bought this juicer, and it was really in the middle of the kitchen, a really good one, a US product, a good expensive one in the middle of the kitchen. And then it went side by side, and then boom, it was away. We didn't use it anymore because it was a lot of work, and we didn't have the time to do it all the time. And that's just so important that we have a solution that it's working. I always tell these nutrition teachers or consultants that yes, it's nice what you're talking about, but is it really reasonable? Is it really possible for families to do it on a daily basis? On the weekend, maybe, yeah. But it's not enough. The point is, can you do it on a daily basis? Is it working? Is it practical? And is it affordable? That's the point, because otherwise people give up.
Yeah, so true.
And what's so important, what I love with inspiring kids on the health loss is that it's not only about kids, it's also about the parents are involved. It's leading by example. It's not telling your kids you have to eat it. The parents do it too. They become a role model. So meaning that we create conditions so that they can motivate others for a healthy lifestyle. Because kids always look at you. I mean, when you're a smoker and you tell your kids when you grow up don't smoke, doesn't make any sense. So you have to start with a healthy lifestyle too, and become a role model for kids and motivate them. And to be honest, Dr. JACALYN, I did a lot of meetings the last 29 years, and sometimes I came privately in houses, or I went to a doctor's surgery and the doctor invites family, and I did a presentation there. And sometimes they came in parents who are already on this journey for 6 months or 12 months. And sometimes they tell me, it's our kids who motivates us. And sometimes the other way around, that the kids motivate the parents. Hey, have you taken your Just Plus and had you this? So it's kids are very into it. They're very motivated. They're very into it when they understand it. They really love it and enjoy it. Absolutely.
I think you bring up a great point, which is if you grow up with a parent that's carrying a lot of extra weight around the middle, you might think that that's okay. That, as you get, carry some extra weight around. Mom and dad, they do.
Yeah, and actually, these overweight parents, they feed their kids like crazy. You see it. It's not the genes. I guess we had it on a show once. You brought it up too, and I know it from research. It's less than 4% that the genes. It's the genes. Yeah, it's the rest is just what kind of choices you're making every day, and you see it. Overweight parents have overweight kids. 75%, and 75% of these kids stay overweight as an adult. As an adult. Yeah. That's the point.
Because they get used to eating so many calories, and it's normal.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's about becoming, leading by example, as a parent. So it's a difference between educating somebody and socializing somebody. Okay, it's about showing and doing and becoming a role model. That's so important. And so, how does it work? Actually, when the health study is for kids between 4 and 21 years. So they have to be in at least 4 years and 21 when they start. And they get the product almost free for a very small amount. I guess it's about $2 or a month, for free. So meaning when the parents get the product, we have, remember we have this 4 boxes. We have the fruit, the veggies, the berries, and the omegas. For the study, because we started this study over 20 years ago, there was only the fruits and only the veggies on the market. We don't had the berries at this time, and we didn't have the omegas at the time. So the study is only since 20 years with the fruits and the veggies. Okay, so the parents ordered their product, fruits, veggies, and maybe the berries and omegas too. It's up to them, whatever. And for each adult that orders the product, one kid in the age between 4 and 21 gets it for free, or almost for free. It's about $2.50, $3 a month for a very, very small amount. So kids between 4 and 12 get the fruits and the veggies chewables. There are chewables for them because some kids cannot swallow the capsule and want as well, so they get the chewables. They're very, very delicious. And the kids older than 12 to 21 get the fruits and vegetable capsules. Up to 4 years. So up to 4 years. So when the parent stays 4 years on the product, the kids stay on the product for 4 years. And my experience is that they did not stop afterwards. My kids are still on the products. They're paying for themselves now. So they still love it because they know the benefits of it. And they see the difference to other kids that grown up with them together. So kids between 4 to 21 get it for a very small amount. So the parents order the product, and the kids get it for a very small amount. I just have the European prices in my head. In Europe, it's 2.25 pounds. It's about $2.50 a month, something like that. We can find out that. Yeah. And the next thing is so that the parents register for the product. The best way is to, when you're in the US, please contact Dr. JACALYN on USA Global TV and Radio. She can help you out. So you register and you purchase the product. Then you join the family health study. And then when you get the products, so meaning when you received your first delivery, you will be asked as a parent to fill out together with your kids a survey and start tracking your family progress towards a healthier lifestyle. So there are a lot of questions about eating behaviors, drinking behavior, how the parents feel at work. Do you have do you have more sick days at work or less? Or are the kids often more sick or less sick at school? Do you miss school days? Stuff like that. So different areas of life are tracked there. And following after the first survey, you will get 5 another ones in this 4 years. So it's 6 surveys to fill out in 4 years. but it's just service. It's not blood testing or something like that. No analyzing. Don't worry about this, ladies and gentlemen. It's just you're just feeling out your eating behaviors of yourself and your kids. How is your concentration? How is your energy levels? Things like that. And then you compare it after a period of 4 years, and we see massive improvements. So we how to say, we analyzed the data of more than 1 million families already. And what we see after 12 months is a 71 percentage of reduction of fast food and the soft drinks. 71%, really high. So kids eat less fast food, less soft drinks. So they go for a healthier lifestyle. They increased 71% increased intake of water, what is also very important. Hydration, get enough water, really pure water. Sorry. Almost 90%, 89% have a heightened health awareness. So meaning it's just not taking these capsules or these chewables. Kids say, hey, I want to have a salad. I want to have, so they start being more active. They start overweight kids start losing weight. They're getting a better skin. They're getting better teeth. Everything is going better, and they feel much more motivated. A lot of school kids get mobbed in school because they're overweight or they're not active like others. That's gone. They feel much better. They get much more awareness about it. And 61% is also very high. And this is very important for me because, to be honest, Dr. JACALYN, when I got introduced to the study, I said no, because I guess I told you earlier in another show, my kids at home, they never got sugar, they never got soft drink. When we went out for dining in a restaurant, for lunch on the weekend, sometimes they could order whatever they want, but at home there was no soft drinks, no sugar, only healthy stuff. And when the company approached me and offered me this, and to be honest, in the beginning I said, well, my kids are swelling capsules now, American capsules, and then they eat not fruits and vegetables anymore. This was my concern in the beginning. But ladies and gentlemen, it's the other way around. My kids started to eat much more fruits and vegetables additionally to the supplement. And that's what the study says. Over 60% had a really increase of fruits and vegetable consumption, meaning changing and going towards a healthier lifestyle. And this is a very, very positive, very, very positive news, I believe, as a father.
Yes, it's very exciting.
That's what
absolutely. These are great statistics.
Yeah, I mean, kids are our future. So absolutely, kids are our future. And I strongly believe that we really have to take care about them. And there are many studies out of them. There are many studies. So if, ladies and gentlemen, really, if you take care about the kids, and by the way, it's not only for your own kids. If you're a grandparent, for example, and you said, hey, I want to do something good for my grandchild because I love my grandchild. I really want to do something good. You can order the product and then the grandchild gets it free. It says one adult, one kid. Okay, that's the regulation. It doesn't mean that it has to be your own kid. Okay, so even as a grandparent, you can support your kids. Or what you can also do, what I did with some friends in Austria, we supported a hospital with cancer kids, small kids with cancer. So kids with between 4 and 7, 8 years old. Sorry. And these are kids with parents who couldn't afford it at all because there was no money for them. What we did is that we found also, adults who went on the product, and we also donated then the kids product to the kids. It's also possible. So it's all about kids, supporting kids to a healthier lifestyle, because on the long term, it really pays, because it starts very early to get sick. When people get older in their 40s, their 50s, it started in the early years. Have you been active? Yes or no? Did you get enough sleep? Did you drink a lot of water? And what kind of nutrition did you have? I mean, we see this when you ask doctors. I mean, when you look at researchers, we see it. It starts very, very early. So please give your kids this amazing opportunity. I'm very thankful to the company for this opportunity, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm very thankful that I'm on the supplement program as well, because I really do feel a big difference.
Well, I absolutely. I mean, I started in 1994. Can you imagine? 1994. Yeah, 29 years ago. In June, I will never forget it. June June 29, 1994. And you know, I was always on a more or less healthy lifestyle. I always worked out. I always did different kind of sports. And I took the broad, and I didn't feel any difference in the beginning. And then a friend of mine, a very famous medical doctor, he said to me, Roland, it's a good sign, because if you feel something that different, something was not good before, so it's a good sign. But what afterwards, what I found out, people came to me and said, Roland, you look much better, you look healthier, your eyes, you know, you look like you are more shining. But what I found out after a few months, and really, that's why I'm so happy about it, I always had this how to say in English, this herpes on my lips and even on my nose. It's very painful. And since almost 29 years, never, ever again. And that's why I'm very thankful. So my immune system is really much better, much better, much better.
That is a big win for sure, Roland. That is so important. I love it. So we've actually come to the end of our show, which I can't believe. Is there more for your presentation?
No, that's up to it. That's all.
Oh, good. Okay, so let me take it down. So what would you like to leave our audience with for people who have children or people who care about children and they're interested in getting them started off on the right foot when it comes to nutrition?
Really, ladies and gentlemen, when you really love your kids, and I want to say something. Many years ago, I guess 20 years ago, I was invited by a company on a nice incentive in a beautiful wellness spa hotel, a 5-star hotel in the mountains, and we had a very famous coach there in Austria. He was coaching the Austrian national ski team on nutrition. And I will never forget this. And we had this first meeting in the morning after breakfast, you know, this huge, nice breakfast buffets in the morning. And you had the cereals and all the stuff there. And he mixed all this stuff together and said, you really want to eat it? And I said, no. So he said, if you really love your kids, give them fresh, healthy stuff. Don't buy anything in a box. Give them fresh, healthy stuff. Don't buy any cereals or sugar stuff that look like healthy breakfast. Nah, it's not. It's a sugar bomb. Give them healthy stuff. Give them fresh stuff. And supplement them every day. Really supplement them that they're a really good base. And that's what I really want to give to you, ladies and gentlemen who listen or watch the show, is if you really love your kids, give them the best food they can have. Get rid of this easy, cheap, actually I don't think it is cheap at all, but easy, cheap fast food. At the long term, you pay a very high price for it, meaning you pay the price of not being healthy, of being sick. You're paying the price of not being as active as you could be. You're paying the price of not enjoying your life as you could because you're suffering from any disease. So please, do the best for your kids and become a role model for healthy lifestyle. It doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be difficult. It doesn't have to taste bad. Not at all. But please give it a try.
It'll save you probably years and years of doctor's visits and pharmaceutical drugs and all kinds of other things that we'd rather not have to do if we start off doing things on the right foot.
I never see a doctor. You know, I go twice a year. I go to the dentist just to clean it. I have no issue. I have no fillers, nothing. And my parents, it's all about the genes. My parents had both very bad teeth. Yeah, they had this.
Wow.
And I become 6 next year. I have even a filler, no crown, nothing in it. I don't use any pharmaceuticals, not at all. I'm suffering from asthma since a kid, so I spray, but I didn't spray since I'm on the strip. Since I'm in the mountain, since I'm a year, I don't spray anymore. But I don't take any pills. Any pills, nothing.
Oh my gosh, I love that. I wish I could say that, but I take pills for ulcerative colitis and for high blood pressure. I didn't have any high blood pressure and then it came back. So we'll see. Maybe with supplementation, it'll go away again.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a miracle pill. It's fruits and vegetables in a capsule. That's all about it. It takes time, you know. Don't expect a miracle in the first day when you take it, ladies and gentlemen. It takes some time, but you will benefit at all. Absolutely.
Of course, because we didn't just get to where we are overnight, right? So we can't undo it overnight either.
Absolutely.
But it's all about taking the first step. So, Roland, how can people reach out to you and who would you like to contact you?
Yeah, you can reach out through my main site. It's my main website, rolandfriedl.com. I will spell it for you. It's ROLANDFRIEDL.com. You're always welcome if you want to have a conversation with me, whatever topic you want to discuss. Actually, I'm from my background, I'm a business consultant. I'm a businessman, so we consult companies worldwide in sales and management and process optimization. But I'm also into men's work and environment. So you will find all this information on the website. But when you're interested in this special topic, especially when you're from the US, please contact Dr. JACALYN on USA Global TV and Radio on the website, and she can help you to get the product in the US.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. We're going to close out with our custom trailer that I neglected to run in the, the beginning. So let's take a look at it. Right after this, we have a special event for the British School of Excellence with Mr. Philip Sykes. So please do join us. Normally we would have the Mallorca connection, and we'll be back with that next week. Yes, Roland?
Yes, and please give my regards to Phillips. I got the information from Uganda that he already collected a lot of stuff and is ready to ship it to Uganda to Push Child Foundation. So thanks to Phillips. Thanks a lot.
Oh, fantastic. I'll let him know. All right. Thanks so much. We do have a comment before we go. Push Child Foundation. Thanks for the show.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks for being here. Okay, here we go. We'll see you again very shortly for our next show. Bye.
Hello and welcome to USA Global TV and Radio. This is It's Your Healthy Lifestyle show, hosted by the founder of this platform, Dr. JACALYN KERBECK, and myself, Roland Friedl. How important is your health and fitness to you? We show you how you can easily eat healthier every day, how you can improve your fitness and recover much quicker after your exercises and workouts. Families will learn how to optimize their children's health and nutrition. And finally, you will also hear how you live a long, healthy and fit life into your old age. Join us here on It's Your Healthy Lifestyle.